mode. Dynamic banter. Time to shut up and start the show.
I was right. I was right. Yeah, 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 I was right. And I was right.
Dude, how long until we're accidentally good at that?
I mean, it's law of averages says we'll probably be billionaires by the time this comes out on the internet.
How long until there's like a music festival somewhere where they play that like as a meme joke and everyone's 20-year-olds are losing their fucking shit?
I saw a clip of something. I couldn't tell if it was like, or I can't remember if it was like Bonnaroo or one of those festivals.
Yeah.
But there was like a porta potty stage
Keep
at
going
this
more.
music festival.
Yeah, a porta potty stage.
Like, you know, you're like, there's the lawn stage, and then there's the like Escalade stage, and then there's
this one was sponsored by porta potties.
This one was like literally the like rows and rows and rows of porta potties. They were all in like a big square. And right outside the square was the stage, and it said like the shit box or something, and it had these two people up there DJing while everyone's like in the fucking toilet.
Dude, so funny to be on drugs and to be hitting on women in the desert. Like, meet me at the shit box.
Hey, I'm gonna wait for you to come out. Like, I'm gonna wait for you to come out. We'll keep talking.
I think she went in that one.
Shit, I forgot. Fuck. And you forgot which one they came out, and then it's misconnections.
Dude,
you went into one of the porta potties.
We kissed at the shit box.
They The shit stage, the porta potty stage, the potty stage.
We missed each other at the potty stage in our life. Really, really, really gross. I suppose it makes sense because there's going to be porta potties there. There's going to be stages that need to be sponsored. Yeah. It's an organic part of the festival process. I'm sure they did a great job, but I'm also imagining like they have a food sponsor attached to their stage, and they also like where they're serving the food is also like a reconfigured, like a Banksy shitbox.
Banksy's shitbox.
Banksy's shitbox. Welcome back to Banksy's shitbox.
Welcome back to Banksy's shitbox. That would be Banksy's music show.
Yeah, because the whole festival, depending on whatever, is the shitbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show, guys. Mike, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here.
It's great to be here.
Yeah. It just started snowing in the studio.
It's so gorgeous.
Can't be the first time we said that.
I was right.
Yeah.
Mike, was Paul McCartney at the...
Paul McCartney was at the Hollywood Improv.
The Hollywood Improv?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man.
He's going to see Dion Cole. I don't blame him.
Was he there for that person?
Probably. But he also, like, not the first time even in recent history that he's been in there.
Yeah. He likes comedy, huh?
He just likes to yuck it up.
I thought it was George Harrison that liked comedy. And none of them else.
Oh. Common misconception. What do you think Paul McCartney liked?
I thought he just liked playing on that stupid keyboard that sounds like this. Oh, I fucking... Dude, I know what's wrong with my seat.
Lost.
What's going on? What happened?
I think that there's maybe like a space situation, like not this kind. Just open a window.
Open a window to space?
I would love it. It's like my sounds are going into the cloud. They're going in there.
That was the funniest way I've ever seen someone say something.
And they say if you see something, you gotta say something.
Dude, if 9/11 has taught me nothing else, it's that if you see someone say something in a silly way, you have to see it and say
something.
Yeah.
My sounds are going into the cloud. They're going away.
What do you mean they're going away? Finish what you're doing with your hand first.
You're lost. They're just going.
Tell me the story with the hand first.
They're not lost. They're just they go into the cloud. I have to re-download them onto my drive.
Are they like sitting in a Dropbox or something?
No, they're on my desktop.
Okay.
Maybe not the intended way for that to sound.
Okay.
I have to like re-download all these fuckers from the cloud. You gotta click on this little thing that's like, now we're in the cloud. Why are you guys going into the cloud?
That's a great question.
Me watching everyone leave when the judgment day happens.
Go to heaven?
Why are you guys all going into the cloud?
Why am I sink way down?
How come I'm not going into the cloud? I want to go into the cloud.
My face when rapture happens?
My face when my friends go into the cloud. Remember when I asked you that years ago on SourceFed, what would you do if I went into the cloud?
I don't know if my answer would be much different now. Let's do a reunion tour of that question.
It's gotta be different.
Ask me the question.
It has to be different.
Ask me the question in a way that you would ask it like today.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. Okay, now ask me the question.
Oh shit, the space bees are coming.
Dude, I said I'm allergic.
Shit, we gotta get out of here.
Fuck, I'm allergic.
Stop lighting the audience! Why does it always seem to hit me in the middle of the night? Stop it!
I was right.
You never expect the music to play afterwards. Sometimes I just expect the stop.
I know. I said we're back. Everything's back from the cloud now.
Let me do my show, for Christ's sake!
This guy's been stuck in the cloud. He just wants to do his show.
He just wants to do his show for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about...
You're gonna ask him a question.
Oh, that's right. So, Mike, let's say that you and I are on a little walk. And it's nice.
I'm trying to put myself there.
It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, I stop. And, you do that thing where you're walking, and you feel the other person stop.
Maybe we had a nice moment of silence.
Yeah, maybe
And
there's...
I was like, why is it... What's happening?
Yeah, or maybe I'm like lighting a joint, because, I'll stop to light a joint, just give me a second here.
Yeah. But I keep walking.
You
and
keep
then
walking.
I realize something's missing.
Something's missing. So you turn around.
So I know you're still there because you're coughing. You're
Yes,
having
and
a
I'm
fit.
clearing my throat because I have something to say. And you turn around and you look at me, and I look at you in the eyes.
Yes.
And say, my work here is done.
Okay.
And then I look up into the sky and shoot up. Straight up into the sky.
Yeah.
And you see it happen with your eyes. What do you do next?
Okay, I have a new different answer.
Okay.
I would immediately think, and this is truth, I would be like, what did I just learn?
Why was I shown this?
What was I...
Why did
you
I...
would look at me in the eyes.
In the eyes.
And you say, my work here is done. I'd be like, I must have just realized the final phase of something big. So I'm like, what do I have now?
Is it empowering?
Yeah.
Does it change? Does it start a new chapter of your life?
Yes, but it's like so many hours afterwards, I'm like, I'm going to have to explain this to someone.
I think I think the difference between when I asked you way back then
I was hungry.
and as you now is that you were hungrier.
I was hungrier.
And we had less history together.
Now we have a history.
Now we have history.
Yeah. I would be like, what did I learn? And then, like, is that real? Or do you just say that for no reason and bounce?
Well, he bounces in an insane way, too.
Yeah, but, like, is it real?
Yeah, it's real. I was
So-
here for some work.
I could
And
get
it's
over
done.
how incredibly... In all honesty, the weirdness of you... Whatever technology shoots you into
Yeah,
space,
whatever it
that would
was.
be like, fuck, that was crazy. Wow.
But that's it?
That's it. And then I'd be like, what do I have now?
You would never think about what you
I would
never
be
think
like,
about
I
the
have to
physical
fucking
act.
explain that shit to people now.
Yeah.
So I have to find some kind of words for that. But first, I gotta figure this out. And I'm so happy I ate breakfast.
And because if you were hungry,
None
you
of this
wouldn't
would
even
matter.
You could, there would be nothing else.
I'd be like, sandwich.
You're like, I need to get a sandwich. I need a burrito.
I need the chicken burrito.
And it's like, the cops are gonna question you,
Yeah, that's fine.
and they're gonna be like, you were the last person to see him,
Yeah, he shot into sky.
and he shot into sky.
He shot into sky. I saw it.
Dude, that TV show, The Curse, ripped us off.
What's that?
You seen that show, The Curse?
Same thing happens.
You know about The Curse?
No.
Yeah. It's far enough now that I can say this, but
Spoiler.
it's a very bizarre show.
Yeah.
That just kind of feels like a Nathan Fielder, like A24 kind of like indie thing.
Sure.
But it's Nathan Fielder, so it's funny and weird and all that. You didn't see The Curse?
And what's her name? Pretty redhead.
Very
Emma
pretty
Stone.
Emma Stone,
Emma Stone.
and Benny Safdie.
Dude, redheads with a lisp.
Whoa! Bring it, brother. Hot mama! I mean, let's talk about that hot mama.
Yeah. Go.
And but that show is like, it's about these like disgusting Hollywood people that come to a small town in New Mexico and bring their gross Hollywood shit there.
Yeah.
And it's very funny and uncomfortable, and I really highly recommend it. But you're following this story, and it's going and going and going, and maybe there's 8 episodes or something. And episode 8, the final episode of the show, begins with Nathan Fielder's character suddenly stuck to the ceiling of his bedroom.
Damn, what a conundrum.
And Emma Stone's character wakes up. She's married to him. And she's like, what the fuck? Why are you on the ceiling? And he's like, I don't know. It must be something with the atmosphere in here, like open the windows, maybe it'll depressurize. There's some, and they built this like home that's supposed to be like a green home that has no, like, it doesn't need air
They're
conditioning.
like, we've made the home too green. Now I'm on the ceiling.
Yeah, and he's like, it's got to be something with the way we designed the home. But what ends up happening is he goes outside because she is pregnant and she's like giving birth and she has to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm
And he's
spoiling
stuck on the
fuck out of
ceiling.
show. And he's stuck on the ceiling and he's like asking her to help him down. She gets like the broom and he's like she's pulling him down.
Meanwhile,
But
she's
then
in labor.
She gets like lifted up to hit, like she can't pull him down. She's getting lifted up with him.
Whoa.
And she's like, I can't get stuck up there. I'm fucking about to give birth. And he's like, okay, I'll call someone and you go to the hospital and I'll meet you there.
I can't give birth up there. No one sterilized the ceiling.
Right, exactly. And you're thinking, why the fuck is this happening suddenly?
Yeah.
In this show? Because it wasn't magical. There was no... It suddenly just is about him stuck on the fucking ceiling now. And then eventually he gets stuck in a tree. And his friend comes and is like, get down, you idiot. Obviously you're having anxiety because your wife's going into labor. Like,
It's obvious.
yeah, like, get down. And he's like, I am telling you, I will fall into the sky if I let go. And, like, the fire department comes to, like, the whole episode, dude. And you're like, what is fucking... This must be a dream or something. And then finally the friend tells the fire person, just fucking not cut the branch down. And he'll fall. Like, this is ridiculous. Get him off of that fucking tree.
Yeah.
He's having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Just cut the branch. And he's yelling at them, don't cut the branch, just throw a net over me and bring me down. Like, he's like freaking the fuck out.
He doesn't want to go into the
He
sky.
feels the gravity of being pulled into the sky. And no one can see that that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So the fire department fucking cuts the tree branch.
Yeah.
And the fucking branch falls to the ground, but he shoots up
It
into
wasn't
the sky.
It wasn't the branch's time yet.
It wasn't the branch's time.
Yeah.
And then the next, like, 10 to 15 minutes of the show
Yeah.
is him torturously falling into the sky.
Whoa.
And the camera's, like, following him, and he's like, fuck, and it's, like, a nightmare.
It's getting cold.
And he's, like, suddenly, like, losing his mind because he's like, I need to wake up. And it's, like, it was, like, it gave me anxiety to
It was like
watch
unsettling.
it.
Yeah.
It was like watching someone get tortured to death, essentially.
Whoa, okay.
And it's like really fucked up, and the visual effects are incredible. So much so that Christopher Nolan took notice of the show, and then, like, I think Benny Safdie and Christopher Nolan were friends already, because Benny Safdie's in Oppenheimer. But Christopher Nolan did like a Q&A for the show and hosted it and was like the moderator for it.
Yeah.
Because he loved it so much. It was like, how the fuck did you do that last
Dude,
episode?
was Christopher Nolan like, did you use that
that
whatever.
thing from Table Talk that Mike and Steve said, that where Steve shoots up into the sky?
Christopher Nolan's looking at, like, did you use that program
yeah.
Excelsior 6?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Use the tungsten crane arm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
did.
right. But, like, and then his friend is like, can't believe it. And he's got a drone that he, like, is, like, trying to follow him
yeah.
with it. And, like, loses him. But he's, like, watching this monitor and seeing him just, like, flipping, falling into space. And I hate to spoil it, I really do, but I don't think anybody realizes how incredibly bizarre it is and how, like, unsettling it is.
I didn't know before this conversation.
Right? And it kind of makes you want to see it now a little bit, right?
It's called The Curse.
The Curse.
Yeah.
Really slow burn, but it's so good. If you love Nathan Fielder, it, like, hits all the right.
So back to our situation.
But that's what I wanted to connect it to.
You're doing this part. You're doing the flipping around into space part while I'm walking around
watching on the ground.
Well, I wouldn't be able to see it for very long.
Right. But you go on with your life, and I'm still going up into space.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck, I know I can't get you down. You're
No.
in space.
Who are you going to call?
Ghost.
Well, not yet. I'm still alive.
I guess you call me when you're dead and then I call Ghostbuster?
Or when you see my ghost.
Do you call Ghostbusters headquarters and then Janine Melnitz is like, they're not ready yet?
There's no ghost there.
Like if someone I love dies, I immediately call Ghostbusters to be like, put me back in touch.
There's gotta be, I bet if you called Ghostbusters, it would be like this.
There's a recording saying, don't do that.
My rings are in the cloud. Ringo waking up. My rings are in the cloud.
Dude, Ringo in the last scene of The Curse.
Where's my rings? How are we supposed to call the mayor? This is fucking crazy, dude.
Why do you think this happened?
I don't fucking know, man.
This might be
I can't pretend.
I think we end the show.
I can't pretend to understand.
Why don't we just end the show?
We should just end the show, man, because technology's fucking us right now. I'm trying to have fun with my friend. Correct or not?
I'm sorry, they've gone
Well,
away.
it says it's in the iCloud drive. Fuck my dirty little shithole.
Where is that stuff when you put it onto your computer?
On my hard drive.
In a folder that says what?
Dynamic Banter sounds.
In a folder that says what? Like, where is that
Like
folder?
it's the desktop. It's on the desktop.
Oh, then why would it be in the cloud?
I know.
That doesn't make any sense, Paramy. That sounds like a settings issue. Have you tried turning it off and on?
I'm gonna try that right now. Is that okay?
Have you tried blowing into it?
Let me.
Can I say dates while this is happening?
Yes, please, for the love
So
of God.
on October 6th, I'll be doing Surrounded in Cleveland. And that shit's coming right up, isn't it? On October 9th, give me 1 second.
Mayor, thank you. I'm so happy you answered.
Is this Steve from Dynamic Banter?
This is Steve from Dynamic Banter.
Oh, give me a second.
Oh, Mayor.
I was on another.
We thought we lost you.
I was eating pancakes.
Well, can I just say that there isn't really a reason for the call other than we thought we might have lost the way to call you, and we're back.
Oh, God forbid. Well, I just want to say, give me 1 second. I gotta look.
Okay, well, it's good to talk to you, Mayor. How about some fucking dates, brah?
On October 6th, they'll be in Somerville doing Surrounded. On October 10th, we'll be at the Bell House in Brooklyn doing Surrounded. All those shows are coming up. Get tickets for all of them. They're all on MikeFalzone.com, and I'm absolutely H about it. The next dating show, Halloween episode of The Dating Show at the Comedy Store, Human Romance, is 10/25. Just a couple days after my birthday. I'll still have cake in my teeth. Promise you. So then we have Tacoma, which is DB weekend in Tacoma, and this is how the night will work. On the 1st of November, there will be a live DB, which is sold out, and you can't come to that if you didn't get tickets. You can't come to it.
But I bet we'll film pieces of it, and maybe you'll see it, some of it, or all of it. Who
Dude,
knows?
maybe we'll film pieces of it and then never put that anywhere. You missed it.
That could happen.
And then after the DB show, there's going to be a Surrounded. Joe Dombrowski's going to do that. He's one of the funniest people on the planet. I got a bunch of funny people in Tacoma. The next night, the 2nd of November, I'm going to be running my new hour of stand-up that I'm doing in all these other places. And also, there will be a second DB show. We've added a second DB
That's
show.
right.
Because we missed it so hard the first time. So if you're in Seattle, go ahead, Steve.
Well, I was going to say, for those of you that sold out the first show, want to sell out the second show, buy tickets to the second show, that's fine. But let people who didn't get into the first show have a chance to check out the second show. So what I would say is if
Ask
you want
around.
to go to the second show, buy those tickets ASAP. And as soon as those seem to have been gone, then the people who got the other tickets could buy tickets to the second show, because I'm telling you, these are going to be different shows.
This is going to be different. We're going to be saying different stuff.
We don't have scripts for this shit. We're not planning anything.
No.
No way.
That's a great point. And if you want to see a third completely different show, we will be at Spokane Comedy Club on the 3rd of November. We're going to take a nice car ride to Spokane. We're going to do group meditation for 12 hours, and we're going to show up zen the fuck out.
Dude, we're doing 3 shows in a row.
3 shows!
So
3 shows in a
DB
row.
weekend, there's a new,
We're
new...
doing 3 shows in a row.
Hound in the building, in a row. So
So
fucking come to that shit. Thank you for selling out the first one. Heard you loud and clear. Added a second one. Added a bunch of other stuff. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
It's gonna be crazy. Kevin's gonna be there.
You can't even believe it.
I'm trying to get Ryan Farocki in a Frankenstein costume.
Nice. No
The,
spoilers.
the worst Frankenstein costume you've ever seen.
Kids version.
That's true.
Yeah, doesn't fit.
The weekend after Halloween.
So it will be cheap.
Just like the candy.
Go buy the cheapest fucking. Go buy an $8 kids. Come to the show dressed in an $8 kids Frankenstein costume and get a free something.
I want one of those vinyl, like real bad vinyl ones from when we were kids.
Oh yeah, one of the ones that was harmful for us to breathe around.
That's the one.
Speaking of vinyl, we will have new records, presumably, at these shows. Hopefully, what's left of our any if you want to buy one of our vinyl records of the best of bits, and also, dude, I forgot to talk about our fucking Halloween shirts.
Oh, they're good.
We do it every year, and we got sent 2 of them, and dude.
They're good.
Probably by the time this goes up, you can go to dynamicbanter.clothing and pre-order yours. And they're really good this year. Turn up
So
the heat.
good.
Good job, Byron.
They aren't we.
Be bound down. That was a robot telling you.
They are
and robots
we.
can't lie. Robot,
they
how
can't.
good are these Halloween Dynamic Banter t-shirts?
They aren't we.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's from a robot.
Okay, so I have what happens when you call the Ghostbusters. I have the exact thing that happens. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hi, you called the Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Us, and you did it. Press 1 if you've got Ghost. But please only press 1 if you've seen the ghost. If you haven't seen the ghost, you probably don't have a ghost. We're gonna charge you. We're gonna charge you for if you don't have a ghost. Press 2 if you've got a phantom. And press 3 if someone has been if someone's been possessed. Press 3 if someone's been possessed. And we're gonna charge you.
Dude, I'm on the other end of the phone.
We're gonna charge you if it's not a real ghost. Alright, thanks for calling. Leave a message.
Which fucking one? 1.
Now I'm thinking it's not a ghost. And I don't want you to charge for that.
Okay,
They
fuck.
can't have they're too busy.
No, they gotta weed them out.
They're too busy. They can't answer it. They can't talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah, people would abuse the line. People would abuse the Ghostbusters line.
There's an image going around, Mike, that I wanted to bring up to you. It's an interesting image. Mostly because you've seen this P. Diddy shit.
Yeah.
And, Sean Puffy Combs has been arrested because he's been up to some bad shit.
It's been up to no good.
Real no good shit.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
A concerning amount of time. And basically what's happening is like some Epstein level shit.
Yeah.
They're like digging into this like sex ring. We're talking like sex trafficking kind of shit. And so anyway, there's this image going around and I could not find maybe it's being pulled from like some quote or something.
Is it a Getty image?
It's a Getty image. And so it's got to be real. But there's an image going around that has a
So they're like raiding his.
They're raiding his
compound,
home. Yeah.
And they're finding everything, and this is presumably a picture of things that they've found.
Well, it's an image saying that 784 dildos were seized
And they're all
from
different?
his home.
Are they all the same
I
one?
would only imagine it's different.
Huh.
And this comes hot off the heels of another thing that said he had like 2,000 quarts of lube.
So there's a room, there's like a sex trafficking storage closet.
Yeah.
Because they get their own room. They're not like in a room with other stuff.
Like something tells me this is the kind of stuff they probably found on Epstein's possession.
In the island. They cut open the island.
They cut open
the
there was an island autopsy.
Yeah.
But this article says Diddy, quote, as bad as Epstein, says officer who saw his sex rooms.
Hi, can we get a word with you real fast?
Yeah.
Are you your Officer White, it says on your
That's
badge?
correct. I am the officer that found the sex rooms.
Officer, yeah, that was our only question. Have you found the sex rooms?
We found the sex rooms.
And did you see those?
Hundreds.
Okay, so
hundreds of dildos.
Oh.
784 to be exact.
Were you in charge of counting?
No, thankfully. No.
Who did you make count the dildos?
We have a counting team. The accounting team.
You did the accounting team?
There's accounting and then there's the accounting
There's
team.
a counting
There
team.
is a counting team.
Okay.
There's accounting and counting.
So you send them in when there's a lot of something on the crime
When
scene.
things need to be counted. Yeah.
Like, what are some of the other examples where you would send in a counting team?
Well, let's say, for example, you're in a
Sex room.
and there's many, you usually could be like, okay, I see 7
You can normally
dildos.
eyeball it. Yeah, you don't need a counting
You can
team
eyeball
for
it.
that.
Or, we've got our little notes.
You can write down
I saw
9
7
dildos.
dildos, 9 dildos.
And that's an eyewitness account.
But then you're like, okay, there's 10.
Yeah. And then after 10...
After 10, you're like, we need a counting team in here.
13. So if the team outnumbers the dildos, you don't need them. But if the dildos
If
outnumber
there's more
the
than
team,
10, we need the counting team.
How many people are part of the counting team?
There's 3 people in that team.
Interesting. So anything over 3,
No, we can't have 3. We can't have more than 3. That's a lot. That's more than we need.
you would need a team to...
Because let's say there's, just for example, let's just say there's 784 dildos.
Yeah, let's say that.
Now, you could probably visualize what that looks like. What
I'm doing it right now.
784 dildos
Different-
looks like.
different dildos,
shapes
yeah.
and sizes, colors.
Kind
Opacity.
of beautiful. I'm seeing something kind of beautiful.
Kind of like
but
an
I
art
didn't see
piece.
that.
Like you could walk into a room at LACMA and be
Yeah.
like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a lot of something."
Kind of like like Delia's garden,
That's right.
but zoomed way out.
Way out.
Yeah.
And so imagine, if you will, 784 dildos.
And are they categorized in any way? Is there any special kind of like order to the room?
well, the counting
Is it
team,
a pile of 784 dildos in the corner of the room?
Yeah,
Or the
like-
middle? Yuck.
and also, is there a name for it? Because there's like a gaggle of geese.
Yeah. Is it like
It's
a
a
splotch
bang.
yeah. Yeah.
A bang of dildos.
We've walked
than-
in on a giant bang of dildos. The bang
Yeah.
was about... The count of the bang was about...
There's
That's
about
too many.
8 bang.
Yeah.
And 10 dildos is a bang.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta bang of dildos.
Yeah.
You open up someone's closet.
Yikes.
Yikes! What, you gotta bang a dildos?
I don't know. I was walking into a full bang
So you imagine 784 dildos
doing it.
and imagine it's a big warehouse, big empty warehouse, and there's just a pile of 784 dildos, and you send in one gentleman, one person.
Yeah.
That's absurd. How long is it going to take that person to count all those dildos?
Long time.
Could be hours.
How many
Send in-
seconds in an hour?
We'll never know. I'm not on the counting team, so I don't know. I don't need to know these things.
No one does know that information.
So send in a second individual,
yeah.
male or female, or another. There's
Or
more than
they.
2 genders.
They could be a they. We got an accounting team on the gender. Right?
We do have a trying to figure out how
That's
many
the HR department.
that is. And
The whole station is here right now at Puff Daddy's house.
oh yeah, everyone's here. Because what else are we gonna do? Don't you want to be a part of the seizing of Diddy's mansion?
We brought the call center here just because they were the only ones left in the building. They felt bad.
Yeah. So anyway, you send in 2 folks in this room of 784 dildos, and what are we talking? Still hours of counting these things? But you send in a 3rd person.
It's done maybe 15 minutes.
You're done in 15 minutes.
How do they divvy up the work?
And imagine sending a 4th in there. That's too much.
No, it would be negative time.
It's too much.
The 4 people walk into that building and they turn around and say 784 dildos.
And we need that time. Because we're looking through all these sex rooms.
How many rooms? Can we get a team on the rooms?
Dude, I mean, this is like, we have to joke about this because it's disgusting and awful and not happy. But
What makes it insane is that like this wasn't like a behind the curtain person.
No.
This is like I'm at everything.
Yeah.
I'm on everything.
Right.
Such a huge part of our like middle school, high school.
Dude,
and still.
yeah.
And all over everything, super upfront. And then it's like, that's wacky.
I know. And this guy was like in music videos and he was like cameos in movies.
Yeah. On Cameo.
On Cameo. And dude, I didn't think this guy would end up being like a fucking like big monster. He may have killed Tupac, dude. He may have
Dude, that information is gonna come out, huh?
Yeah.
Whoever really did that is gonna come out.
Yeah, he might have put the hit on Tupac.
Wowie. Put the hit on Tupac. Dude, you don't. How many nanoseconds do you last in jail around other people the day the news breaks? Everyone's watching the news in the yard.
Dude, you're done.
Yeah.
He has to be in like.
You're just
he
like
has
a
to be
puddle.
in isolation. He can't be around other people. They'll rip him to shreds.
Holy moly, man!
This guy's done. And he's right now he's incarcerated or he's being held without bail, dude. And this guy's got the money to pay for that.
And that's usually how it goes away.
Yeah.
I got we were talking about it the other night, and I'm like, after the Epstein stuff, it's like, how many high profile, this person's a huge piece of shit things have we seen? And there's like, it starts and then it doesn't. There's no like final.
I know.
So you get kind of like disenfranchised with it.
Well, the Epstein stuff is like fucking crazy, man. It's crazy because we're currently still living in this moment. Because,
Epstein's having a moment.
Epstein's still having his moment. But that, what's her name? Ghislaine, what's her name? How do you even say it?
I said Ghislaine.
But it's not. It's like Ghislaine.
But you like saying it like that. And that's what matters, dude. It's not Ghislaine, but I do like saying it like that.
Because fuck that person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
need to-
alive? She's alive?
Yeah, she's in prison, I think.
Yeah.
And, because, you can only imagine the information that Epstein had just in his head.
Yeah.
Like, all the info. Like, he could have fucked... Like, all these high-profile people...
What if they give you an MRI and they could read information from that? There's like some kind of decoding software they put on what they
That's
get from an
crazy.
MRI.
That'd be
and they're
very
like,
crazy.
it says like Bill Gates or whatever. Not Bill Gates. Who was the other? Stephen Hawking. Like,
Stephen
it gets
Hawking.
the list of, like, Bill who was
Clinton.
there. And then like the flight logs.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the flight logs, but the double checked. Like I
Like the
saw
ones that
this
are correct.
first person account.
Yeah. Like, there's no denying that.
Right.
It's literally what you saw with your own eyes.
Like the flight log said, Bill Clinton was there. Is that true? Oh, let's see the MRI. MRI says I saw
it
Bill
was
Clinton.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was right.
Almost the same exact tone.
It did, but weirdly, yeah. Because it is that like, I was right.
That's the make of a good impression.
But dude,
that's a timeless impression.
You're right in the sense that like there might be nothing that comes because you know right now we want some juice. This is a juicy thing going on. They're finding all sorts of things, sex rooms, tons of lube, more lube than you'd ever need.
Well, someone, I mean, you know how people they'll buy toilet paper in bulk because they don't want to.
That's true.
They don't want to. How bad do you not want to be caught in a situation where you need lube and it's not there to have rooms of lube?
Right. And there might have been like a really good sale. And you're like, damn, this is the best sale on lube. And if I don't buy it all now, I'm going to be throwing money away.
Dude, do you think he finessed like influencer relationships with like lube company? You think he like went to like an event like AVN
or
and
something?
like, hey, KY guy, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
And then KY was like, you're Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
We'll send trucks of lube.
Yeah. We have a lube bucket. We'll send you buckets.
We'll send you our new bucket. It's a promo thing.
But, you know, it's evil shit, man. It's evil shit. Because he's like, you know, selling sex. And
sex
this
sells,
is fucking Diddy, dude. Think about Diddy before all this disgusting shit happened.
Which version of Diddy is in your head when you picture Diddy?
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking of like 1999
with Mace
Video Music Awards,
Fisheye Lens.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's totally that Fisheye Lens.
All about
shit.
the Benjamins.
Yes.
Diddy.
And I'm like, this is just some fun guy that's just like making money, making music.
Yeah. And you never see his eyes, do you?
No, you don't. And when you did, you were like, oh, those are his eyes?
He's using
That's what his eyes look like? But that's the thing. It's like, just imagine, like you don't even know this shit about him.
Yeah.
And think about the people that are friends with him. Think about the people that wanted to be friends with him. Yeah. And dude, you were right. He was everywhere at every fucking event. Hey, there's Diddy. Hey, Diddy. Like you saw pictures of paparazzi. Diddy's at this event. Diddy's at that event.
He's at VidCon.
He's at
Playlist
VidCon.
Live.
He's at ConCon.
He's at yeah.
ConCon's great because there's a little of everything.
It's all convicts.
It's all cons in one con. Little mini. Like,
every booth is a different
Yeah, come
con.
to the San Diego Comic-Con booth at ConCon.
Dude, we come out with like a Polly Pocket line of toys.
Dude.
And they're all like different cons.
They're cons within the con. That's the exclusive.
That's
the ConCon exclusive.
It's a con in a thing, but the container looks like a lanyard.
It looks like a badge.
You opened up a VidCon badge and it's a little VidCon.
Dude, honestly, that's pretty awesome. It's like a map, like a 3D map of the whole convention.
Cut us in.
Come on, Hank Green.
Hank.
Come on, Hank Green. I know you got your hands in the VidCon cookie jar.
I'm not dropping out of this idea.
So what I'm saying is imagine everybody who knew Diddy, who wanted to get to know Diddy, became friends with Diddy. All the stars, all the celebrities becoming friends with Diddy.
We get it.
And then imagine Diddy being like, hey, by the way, I got 784 dildos.
Yeah, if you want.
And if you want some of these services.
Yeah.
Like, and so imagine that fucking list.
How far into the conversation, like you meet Diddy at the VMA?
How quickly does it happen?
Yeah.
He
You're
must
like, fuck,
vet
the
you.
food here is crazy, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you believe Mariah Carey's here?
Oh, she's incredible.
I can't believe I'm looking at Mariah Carey, the diva herself.
She's incredible, yeah.
I got 784 dildos.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
What?
What's up? It's kind of loud in here.
Sorry, huh?
I said Mariah Carey is right here.
Yeah, one more time
She's
about what
taller
you,
than you'd think she is.
you said a number.
Eminem came out with 3 different M&Ms. Did you see that?
I did see
they
that.
went through the crowd.
Yeah.
There's a truck of lube in the driveway.
Of the driveway of...
I gotta get going. I'm gonna go kick it at a kickback.
Oh, a kickback. That list is gonna be fucking crazy, dude. If there's a list of people he has given his services to.
And then there's probably gonna be a list of people who like tell on other people for stuff.
Yeah.
So, bye 90s.
Shit's about to get crazy. Is it ad time? Yeah.
It's been
Thank God, dude. Thank God the clouds didn't gobble up the show.
This episode's brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, the only beer in the world made with real blood. Every bottle of MGD's got a little bit of blood from the strongest man we could find.
One tough man, Bronco, was punched in the face at the beginning of the makings of every mellow beer.
This guy got into an accident on the freeway and he was unscathed, and now you're drinking his blood.
This guy said at the DMV he wanted to donate his blood to Miller J. Draft.
He got into a bad wreck. We went I'm worried about
They
that.
told that guy, they told him in the studio, don't go on and on about the guy.
Don't mention the rat.
Don't mention, you can mention, I'm gonna mention the rat. You
No,
can
no,
mention it, and then move on.
All right, yeah, fine. Mention it, but just you can't go far.
The blaze was a mesmerizing blaze.
I'm currently I'm incapable of not thinking about that wreck.
Dude, I'm the producer.
I can't talk. I can't move on from the wreck. This man was in a big wreck, and this wreck is coming to you in Miller Genuine Draft.
We're gonna have to cut the sesh off early.
Each
We have no
can's
money
got
for
a
this.
each piece of aluminum can is made with a bit of the wreck. The cans have this can is 90% wreck metal. Dude, that's a cool band name.
Wreck metal cans.
Wreck metal.
Dude, I'll come see your band. What kind of music you guys do? We do wreck metal.
Dude, wreck metal. They're just smashing shit with hammers, smashing metal.
Dude, they perform in those break rooms.
Dude, yes, those fucking where you can break the TV and shit.
90% wreck metal.
These bullets have
And
wreck
then
metal.
the HR department, the marketing department's like, everything's recycled.
Huh?
Everything is recycled.
Yeah, but I don't want any of that wreck metal. Is there wreck metal in there?
Yeah, they're 99% wreck metal aluminum cans.
There's some people that are like,
and they keep your drink
pacifist.
icy cold.
Are these the non-wreck metal cans?
Dude, that's like the opposite of all the right-wing people canceling Bud Light for having the trans person on the can.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
We don't want this recycled horse shit. Well, what if we told you it was wreck metal?
Oh, well, now we're talking.
Let me put my mouth.
What kind of wreck? Was it bad?
Do you have a commercial where you say all the details? Dude, they're like, that is the opposite of like the LA, tell me where my chicken came from. Tell me where my
Right.
chicken was raised.
Does it have wreck metal?
How bad was the wreck?
Right, how bad was it? This was a real bad one. No survivors.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah! We got natural twisted wreck metal. All right, let's talk about Factor.
Naturally twisted.
Naturally
twisted
in the
wreck metal.
right on the freeways of America, like it's not the tapped into the Rocky Mountains. These are the freeways across America. where we dug up this twisted wreck metal and make these cans. This episode's gotta be called Wreck Metal.
Yeah.
90% twist.
This episode is made with 90% wreck metal. Dude. Oh, fuck. Dude, they would love it. They would love wreck metal. You could tell a 19-year-old kid in the middle of...
You show up to a freshman, like a frat party,
Yeah.
say, we got the new wreck metal
We
bottles.
got the...
Holy shit. And they're like, put them next to all the lube at the frat house.
Mike, I gotta tell you, man, all this laughter makes me hungry.
Okay, so how do we satisfy that hunger?
Well, I'll tell you, Factor is coming to the rescue, and I don't have time.
Sorry to hear that.
I don't have time for another meal that takes 25 minutes. You know, I don't got time for this stuff. I don't got time to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I've got things to do. I'm collecting wreck metal off the side of the freeway and making 25 cents on the dollar.
Which is not bad as far as that goes.
Bad.
Yeah.
And listen, these warmer, sunnier days, they come and go. But you're going to need fuel, and you're going to need no prep, no mess meals. And you can meet your wellness goals thanks to these chef-curated, crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. And Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's take that time and squish it. Just like they're squishing the wreck metal to make those cans. They're melting it down. I need copper in my wreck metal. I like the taste of it. And guys, these fresh, never frozen meals, they're dietitian approved. And they're ready to eat in 2 minutes, so no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great-tasting meals. Yeah. So why don't you make today the day you kickstart a new healthy routine? What are you waiting for? There's 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week. And you always have new flavors to explore. So enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage your calories, maximize your protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well balanced. How important is that? I'll tell you, it's real important. So, go to factormeals.com/banner50 and use that code banner50 to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next month. That's code banter50 at factormeals.com/banter50. Get that 50% off your first box, plus the 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Thank you, Factor.
Thank you, Factor. So nice of you.
So kind. Oh, Leesa.
Oh, I love it.
Leesa.
I'm here as a listener for this part of the show.
Leesa. Leesa, did you put up that Patreon video? You put it up?
Just for patrons.
If you're a patron, I know this is the ads. We're doing an ad on top of an ad.
Yeah.
But if you're a patron, then you've seen
The Leesa saga.
there's a Leesa
saga.
saga. Lee saga.
Saga.
It's a little saga.
Right. And a saga nonetheless.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know, because you should check it out. There's something going on with Leesa, and but I'll tell you, the bed is incredibly comfortable.
Yeah.
I haven't slept on the new one yet, but my old bed is a Leesa bed. I am so excited to sleep on this new one. I finally got all the things I need to make this bed. Again, if you're a patron, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very funny and interesting shit going on. I'll tell you that. But Leesa, my goodness, comfortable beds, really cool options. I sleep like a baby. It's important.
I've
that
seen you
your
do it.
bed. I do sleep like a baby. Like I just lay down and I'm done. I wake up at 3 a.m. screaming.
You don't need a baba. You don't need a nini.
I don't need a baba or a nini. I lost my nini. I can't find it. I know where my baba is. Do you know where yours is?
It's 10:30. Do you know where your baba is?
But I'll wake up at 3 a.m. screaming, and it'll take me about 45 minutes to get back down. But once I go back to sleep, again, I'm sleeping like a baby.
Once you get me back down, I'm out.
Once you get me back down. And lucky I'm there for someone to get me back down and put me back down. But not only do I sleep like a baby, I wake up like a baby, screaming. My diaper's filled to the brim.
Baba missing.
Baba's gone. Probably back behind the bed. I don't know. I have one sock on.
My nini it's out of the question by this point.
But I'll tell you, I've never had any complaints from bed partners about my Leesa mattress experience, especially once I'm down. And I'll tell you what, guys, with Leesa, delivery's free, returns are easy, didn't cost me anything. And I did have a few returns, but not because of quality.
Because of quantity.
Because of quantity. And you have 100 nights. This is crazy. This is the craziest part. You have 100 nights to try out your mattress. That's a good amount.
That's basically a long. Think about how long one night is sometimes.
And it might take 100. It might take 99 nights.
And they know that. And that's
For
why they
you.
give it to you.
Exactly. Because, maybe you need to break the bed in. Maybe you need to bounce around. It's not about sleeping. And when you sleep on a brand new mattress, you're like, this thing needs to be broken in. It might take 100 nights, and Leesa will give it to you. And then you just try in the comfort of your own home. And you get and they're like, you know what? Forget it. If you don't like it after 100 days, you're crazy. But we'll take care of it. And we're talking about there's so many different types of mattress models, and each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. I'm telling you, there's a lot to choose from. And every year, Leesa donates thousands of mattresses to those in need, with more than 40,000 donated to date. A couple extra in there. So go to Leesa.com today to claim your exclusive discount. Leesa's offering 25%.
So many.
Leesa donated 40,000 mattresses to Steve last week.
I can't do
Just
it.
know that for every mattress you get, Steve also
Steve
gets
gets 2 or 3 more. So many
with
mattresses.
the promo code Banter.
I gotta say, if Lisa's listening, I just don't have room for all these beds. Please donate them to people who need them. So go to Leesa.com today. Claim your exclusive discount. Lisa's offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. That's Leesa.com. And this is their best offer yet, guys, and it's not going to last long. So remember, no matter who you are, there's a Leesa just for you. Or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, dude, you never know.
It could be 4.
Regardless of how big your order is, it's 25% off. Who could say no?
That's Leesa.com, Leesa.com. Get your stuff. Get comfy.
Incredible.
Me at the barber.
My ear at the barber.
Yeah, just take a little off the sides, will you? Okay, good.
You do anything fun this week?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
That's too bad. And that's too bad. You hate to hear it. Man. Are you excited about these shows that we have coming up?
Dude, absolutely, man. I love seeing people that listen to the show.
Yeah.
Getting some eyeballs, seeing their faces. The energy in the room is so fun when you do a live show. And it'll get bonkers.
Dude, I'm at a show all the time. And I went to a show as a fan recently. In, where's that place? Where's the place I went? It's by fuck, man. Can't remember about where I saw Soul Coughing.
Oh, yeah.
There's this band that I like that got back together after
Dude,
25 years.
I need to hear it all.
Dude, it was just when I found them, it was 1990, probably 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. And I think they broke up in 98.
Dude.
So I found them as they were breaking up. I remember going to soulcoughing.com and there being a message that's just we can't.
We're sorry.
We're sorry. We can't possibly. And then I followed the lead singer, Mike Doty, for his entire solo career.
Right. Since
I knew it existed. And it was always kind of this through line that he was done with that stuff and trying to distance himself from the band. I guess it wasn't good for a long time. Wrote a book about it. And then people get older and life happens to everyone and you never know what happens behind the scenes, but they got back together and I got to witness my favorite band that I've never ever seen back together.
Did they seem happy? What part of the tour were they on?
This was night 2.
Really?
Yeah, there was Work Out the Kinks night, and then there was
damn, that's
maybe this
great.
might work out night. And
how did they look? Did they look happy to be performing? And oh wow, it looked like a chore, huh?
No, it didn't look like a chore. It looks like you'd ever walk on ice.
Yeah,
you ever have
you're
that
scared you're
experience?
gonna fall through it
and you're
slip.
just okay, here we are. Let's have this. Could be fun.
Yeah.
But this could also,
At
we
any
know
minute,
where this can go.
I could crack my head right open.
Yeah. But it didn't seem like it genuinely felt like the musicians were all vibing with each other.
That's good.
And it maybe wasn't as animated as it was in the 90s. And who wants that?
Well, they're older.
Of course. But it sounded perfect. That's sounded
great.
so good. The singer has been singing this whole time, so his vocals are arguably better than when he was strung out drug addict.
I saw some of your posts or your videos on your story, and it looked like an intimate.
That one was,
show.
And then as the tour has gone on, I follow them, and the audience seemed to be getting bigger and bigger, and the venues seemed to be getting bigger.
And did they loosen up as they went along?
Yeah, dude, it's what I've been noticing
Incredible.
is lead singers dancing a little bit more.
Love
and
it.
That's just cool as fuck. They played the fucking Jimmy Fallon, one of the late night shows.
Cool.
And that is
That's
just
awesome. Yeah.
It's just awesome to see this band that it's you fall when you're a pop sensation for a second, even if you get one single, you're everyone is milking that, and you have everyone's eyes, whatever, and then you break up and you kind of fall into obscurity, and then when you come back, it's not really someone, I don't know, it's that's very much earning your way back. It's
Sure.
the band was so good, and obviously people like nostalgic stuff. But they were so good and unique that they earned a place back on late night television,
Right.
and fucking 25 years later.
That means there's fans that now are in charge of booking, and people that loved them back in the day.
Yeah.
And the bar is high, right? Because you're well, these guys haven't played in forever.
Yeah.
So that must be a little pressure on the band to
Oh,
expect
yeah,
them
probably.
to be so ready to come back and be good. And
But they're so good, man.
that's awesome.
They're so good, and the music is so interesting. I still haven't really, I don't know, not too familiar with bands that sound
I
like
agree.
that.
Yeah.
And it's just the shit. It's groovy. It's the shit.
Did they play that rolling song? I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling.
I don't remember, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Because I like that drum beat. It's a really weird drum
That guy, man. That guy, I think his name is Uviel. Uviel Gabai. It's either the bass player
My
or
therapist
no.
asked me how you feel when I walk in the room.
Hey, how do you feel?
How you
Good,
feel?
goodbye. the robot that checks you out.
How
at the
do
door.
you feel?
How do you feel, Gilby?
Wait, I have more time.
No, there's a glitch. Anyway, they were great. When I was walking out, I met Tony Hawk, dude.
Whoa!
Yeah.
At the first show that you went to?
At the show. And he was there, and I had a moment with him, and this is how I know that I am also a celebrity. Because I am in celebrity mindset.
Yeah.
I've settled into celebrity mindset.
You should.
I'm a big time celebrity, and so is Tony Hawk. That's why we run in the same circles.
You guys
all
are
the time.
colleagues.
Me and Tony Hawk, and us and Tony Hawk, and I include Kevin with that.
Yeah, I love it.
He's a big fan.
Kevin grew up loving it.
No. But I saw him, and I was like, dude, if I stop and ask this guy for a picture, because like Tony Hawk, huge part, even just that video game was such
That
a
whole
big
era,
part
yeah.
of our and my development as like a fucking fun person.
Yeah.
So many fun people share the trait that they played the fuck out of that video game.
If you're fun, it's likely because you might have played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
For real.
It's true.
And then I saw him and I was like, dude, if I ask him for a picture, it's as everyone was exiting out like the one
Oh, it'll
exit.
be
I was like, dude, he's
madness.
going to be stopped forever.
Yeah.
So I saw him and we kind of locked eyes and I stuck my hand out and I was like, dude, awesome. It's
Oh, I
awesome to
love
see
that.
you. And he gave me the like we could have known each other from some other thing greeting.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, I confused Tony Hawk for a second.
You might have, he might have thought you
now,
were someone.
I'm the one doing the fakie. That was a blunt side 5,000 from me.
You did it. You did it. You made it finally. You
I
made
finally
it
got to
because,
fakie Tony Hawk.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But it was so cool to see him and the concert was so good.
Dude,
I remember even, sorry.
No,
I remember
go.
even like buying merch. I bought a t-shirt and a hoodie and I was like, dude, it's 2024 and I'm at the merch stand for new merch from my favorite
this
band
isn't
who
shit
broke
from
up
the
in 1998.
90s.
The crazy.
Yeah.
Wrote a book about how much they can't stand each other.
And then there they are.
And then there they are, having kind of fun.
Doesn't that make you feel like no matter how shitty things can get sometimes with a friend or a coworker or whatever,
Yeah.
if you're making cool shit or if you're adding to the greater good, some kind of cool art or something, and people are like, this is something that changed our lives or made us feel a certain way, then it doesn't matter what happens. You can always come back to those people and be like, look, we got one fucking life.
Yeah.
We made something that made people really happy. Let's just fucking give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know? Like fucking Oasis, dude.
Yeah.
What is this timeline?
It's great. Well,
We've got-
it's still like,
Yeah.
I mean, you go back 25 years and we're in the core of like everything that formed us at arguably the most fun time in our
For
life.
sure.
So now it's like, you want to try one more time to make money from the people are
Like,
still
why
interested.
not? Why not? And we made cool shit, and it
Yeah.
was fun, and
And it's nice.
you gotta
and
remember the good times.
even if the making money part is behind all of it, the feeling that you get when you go to the concert and all these different like positive feelings that I had, like that's all real.
Right.
And that is a layer of like, you know, that's why pop or music or whatever kind of art isn't always about like, this is new and fresh and exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a whole set of other actionable emotions that are worth just as much of like, this is new and exciting and this just came out. Is like there's all this weight attached to stuff, older stuff in a new way.
For sure.
And it's so fucking cool.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's inspiring.
It also taught me how it's like the older that I get, it's like you have to be, especially now that we're on the internet and we have this place to like say our opinions, and it all feels very much like you stamp your opinions of something and you broadcast it and like you laminate your opinions and like
Right.
that's how they live.
And it can never change.
I'm fucking like 29. I'm 30. I have
Right,
to feel like
right.
this forever. But it's like life isn't going to follow like an internet trend.
No.
And it's going to keep changing and keep evolving. And your opinions are going to keep changing and evolving.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be, You should never be stuck just because you think you know everything at like 27 or 29 or 30. Or,
you never know where you're going to be in like 10 years
Yeah.
or, 15 years.
Yeah. Like, I think I know shit, but I don't. I just know how I feel right now.
We know what we know.
Yeah.
And we know what we know in our souls to be true. And everything else is just like, don't worry about it.
And my
know?
soul's
Don't
telling
worry
me
about
I'm gay.
it. Dude, Mike,
And
I'm
this
so
is,
proud
I finally
of you.
want to say it
This
on
is
the show.
brave.
I refuse to tell Zoya.
So brave.
I'm not going to tell Zoya.
But it's just for us and the
Someone
audience.
else do it. And let me move all my shit out of the house first.
And go be gay.
Did you see Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
Imagine, dude.
Yeah, I
That was a HeadGum podcast.